Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Julia Boyer Reinstein Library here in the town of Cheektowaga. I'm Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, and we're here today to announce a endorsement in a very important race that is coming up in the Democratic primary for the 63rd Senatorial District, as community leaders from Buffalo, Cheektowaga, Lackawanna, Depew all come together to offer their support for Betty Jean Grant. So at this time, I'd like to turn the dais over to someone I had the pleasure to work with in county government when he was an Erie County Legislator, representing South Buffalo, parts of Cheektowaga, a man who truly was a strong advocate for the people of his community, who was not afraid to represent Democratic values and stood up to the backroom deals that unfortunately could be cast in politics. And it's my pleasure to introduce former Erie County Legislator Tim Whalen.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, back in 2011, I was very fortunate enough to work with Betty Jean Grant on the legislature. We had a crazy year. Chris Collins butchered the Erie County library system, took $4 million away in the budget. Betty Jean Grant got a hold of all of us, all the Democratic legislators, rallied us, and we ended up finding $3 million for the Erie County Library. This woman right here, I'm telling you folks, is not afraid to stand up to the powerful men, the rich, the politicians. She has one thing in mind, and that's us, the people of Cheektowaga, Buffalo, Sloan, all the areas. Every 2 weeks, we used to sit down and have coffee, and she wanted to know what was going on in South Buffalo, in Cheektowaga. She has real concerns, and she was there every time I needed her. And that is why I'm here today. This young lady here is going to be an advocate for South Buffalo and Cheektowaga and the rest of the county down in Albany. People like Chris Collins, the big money, the politicians are not going to influence Betty Jean Grant. And yes, that's why I'm here today. I'll give my endorsement to Betty Jean Grant. I'm proud to do it. And come on, keep on going, Betty.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, folks.
Good morning, and I'm really happy to be here to support Betty Jean Grant. It was my honor to have served the town of Cheektowaga and the village of Depew on the Erie County Legislature. You know, as a new legislator, I need some direction, I need some help. And I found a true leader immediately in Betty Jean Grant. Betty Jean took me by the hand and showed me the ways of the county government. When I needed things done in Cheektowaga and Depew, Betty Jean was there. All kinds of road issues, whether it be on Lawson Road, Como Park Boulevard, Panora Street. All of these projects got done through her assistance. She not only cared for her district, she cared about my district, the people of Cheektowaga and Depew. So that being said, I'm honored to be here to support Betty Jean, and I'm even more honored to call her my friend. Thank you.
One of the things that I think a lot of people don't understand about primaries is that this is probably the race that's going to determine their representative for the next 2 years. The last time out, Betty and her opponent had a tough race, probably separated by 79 votes. Bear in mind, her opponent spent $500,000 to win a race for this seat by 79 votes, $500,000. And he's poised to do that again, another $500,000. What does that say to you? Where are his true allegiances? I worked with both Betty and her opponent, and like Mark said, things get done when you work in a consensus. If he would have had his way with Collins' budget, this library would be open less hours for our community. It only makes sense. Support the true Democrat during a Democratic primary. You will not go wrong with supporting Betty Jean Grant as I am. Thank you very much.
I want to say that Cheektowaga is not a stranger to me. I have a daughter who bought a house in Cheektowaga over 20 years ago. I have a son-in-law who is the president of the local chapter of the Knights of Columbus. So I have an interest in Cheektowaga, not just as a legislator, but as a family who have invested in a town that has so much promise and give them an opportunity to be homeowners and taxpayers. And I stand here today and so proudly being endorsed by our county executive and my colleagues on the legislature. Ms. Tim Whalen was preceded by my opponent, But Ms. Whalen knows that when you give somebody your word, you can't break it. Ms. Whalen knows that we promise to be a good steward of the county. That doesn't matter how much money you have in your war chest. I got a call yesterday saying, well, you are being outspent 15-1. I don't care. I was outspent 15-1 last year. And what happened is I came within 139 votes of winning that election. This year, we're going to do it better. We're going to do it smarter. We started early. We have more support, and we're going to do it. Because you elect me. When you send me to Albany, you send yourselves to Albany. I'm going to be representing this area, Cheektowaga, that my family has investment in, that I have affinity for, that I love because it's part of Erie County. It's part of Mr. Poloncarz's domain. So we're going to be working together. What we're going to do is make sure that Erie County is the best county in New York State, that Buffalo is the best city and Lackawanna the best cities in New York State, and that Cheektowaga is the best town in New York State. And you got me, I promise you that. We're going to make sure that all the resources that's given this area will be spent the right way. But before it's being spent, before it's being sent here to Erie County, we're going to have meetings to see how it should be spent. Not have the money aside, it should go here. We're going to have meetings where it's going to be community involvement. So I give you my word that what I say is what I'm going to do. And what I say I can't do, I'm going to tell you that as well. So I stand here today thanking the county executive recognize that I'm the best person for this job, that I'm the person who's going to make sure that I work with my community, that I work with all those who sent me to Albany to bring back the resources. Thank you very much.